Welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I am Connor Williams and we're back with another one of our 24/7 news report videos. As always, we start our headline news, our breaking news videos with the headline news, and the headline news today is that Everton have Vitaliy Mykolenko is undergoing a medical at Everton. Ukrainian is set to join Everton from Dynamo Kiev for a fee around 21 to 23 million euros. Personal terms have been agreed, and that's come from Fabrizio Romano, who's a well-respected, normally quite on-the-point journalist, so if he's saying it, it's more than likely going to happen. He also mentioned that Digne could really leave Everton if a proposal arrives in January. Before I break that all down, we were asked on the Twitter, would you be happy to see Digne leave this January? So far, 1,472 of you have voted. If you want to get your vote, it's at Everton Newsfeed on Twitter, the Toffee Blues. Make sure you vote. There's 22 hours left. 21% of you said yes, 79% said no, so a resounding no from the fan base. I'll give my thoughts on it. The young lad looks just meh in the Ukrainian league. He's not setting it alight. He's not a shining star in it. So he's just meh for me. It's a meh sort of thing. I don't think he's Digne's level. He is 22, so there is room for improvement. Will he ever get to Digne's level? I don't know. Digne is very, very good. I know some of you will be going, oh, he only had one good season, but he never. He was in the top 10 for chances created last year, and his defensive stats now, under the new role, he's got that up there with the most successful tackles, so he's not rubbish. You're not noticing him this season because he's doing the work that doesn't get noticed. For me, this is so many issues. Firstly, it means that Benitez is upsetting people and forcing people out of the club. We've seen Hammers go, we've seen Brands go, we've seen Donny Donaki go, we've seen Digne now potentially go. Allen's apparently fell out of him, Richarlison's had iffies, butts with him. I think he will mass exodia this club from all its good talent, just because of who he is. And before people say, you're anti-Benitez, yada, 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 he did this at Liverpool with Xabi Alonso. He fell out with him and he sold Xabi Alonso for a really low ball price to Real Madrid to just get him out of the club, and I think that's what we're going to see with Digne in January. Also, if you're mad if you don't realise that Digne will just go to another club that's bigger than us. He will go to a big club, he will win trophies, he's that calibre of player. Chelsea will look at him, Madrid might look at him because Ancelotti liked him. These big clubs will come for him, so if you're sat there thinking he's not good enough for Everton anyway, well, if he's not good enough for us and he's going to those big clubs, then what's the logic in that? And I think he wants to stay at Everton. I just don't think he likes the manager. And Farhad Majiri has bought into Benitez in all of his stuff. From the tippy top to the bottom of this club, it's being ran poorly, and Benitez is going to really disrupt and destroy the club on his way out. And he won't be here next season, I don't think, personally. So to get rid of our best left back for a man who's going to be here won't be here in 6 months is irrational to me. The new lad, again, he didn't set me alight. He has been playing at centre back this season, but not very well. But it's not his natural position. I will say this about him: I feel a little bit sorry for him because he will now be seen as the Digne replacement, and he will be branded on that label, and that will be tough to get rid of. We did it with Digne, with Baines. People keep going, oh, he's not fit enough to lace Leighton Baines' boots. He's not. But we shouldn't be comparing those two because they're very talented. They're two very talented left backs, but one was unreal. If this lad comes in, we'll be going, he's no Digne, and that will upset us because, in hindsight, we'll be going, why did we ever let him go for Rafa? You've got to be thinking, hindsight 2020. We've got to be forward thinking here. It just doesn't fit at all. So yeah, that's my major issue with it. My other major issue, I actually just really like Digne. I think he's a really good player, and it'll be a shame to see him go, and he'll definitely go to another club and win trophies. But my biggest problem with it is it's that Rafa Benitez is once again causing disruption within the football club, and I would understand it, because people say Mourinho caused trouble where he went, but Mourinho won trophies at the majority of places he went. I'd understand it a little bit, or swallow it a little bit easier if Benitez was getting the results. 2 wins in 2 months is not the type of results that you should have to then be swinging your weight around, upsetting everybody and kicking people out of the club. Obviously, there was that Athletic article saying that a player was upset with Benitez. We all thought it might be Digne. It's proven it probably is now. Also, people were like, oh, he shouldn't have gone to the media. There was no saying in that the player themselves had gone to it. It could be the lunch lady, it could be the cafeteria staff, it could be the cleaners, it could be the kit man. You don't know who's gone to the Athletic and said that Digne's upset. You have no idea, because as far as I'm concerned, the source remained anonymous. So it's not like he went to the press himself. I just think it's a really sad situation that sums up the state of the club at the minute. And it's not going to help win the fans over. There was Rafa out signs at Chelsea the other night. They're only going to continue, especially if he lets Digne go. And if you're thinking we're getting 40 million for him, I think we'll get 20, 25 at best. And Benitez will sell because Benitez wants him out. He's had a track record for it. I'm not anti-Benitez. This isn't anti-Benitez, Connor. This is track records proving facts. To quote the man himself, I speak facts, and his track record proves that he can be quite a disruptive person. He should have never got the job in the first place because of his track record of disrupting people. Obviously, we all thought he'd come in and he'd shake the right people up. Certain individuals, there's still the argument that he might have, but he's not just going to disrupt the people that need it. He's going to disrupt everyone and call everyone out. And if you don't agree with him, you're going to be shown the door from a player's point of view, which is very sad to see. But yeah, that's my thinking on it. I feel really sorry for the new lad coming in because he'll have those boots to fill. I feel really sorry for Digne because I do think he likes being at Everton. I feel sorry for us as fans because he's a very well liked person in the fan base, and as our poll shows, nobody wants this. It's just a really sad state of affairs currently, and he will be missed. He will be really, really missed. Moving on though, we have got some more transfer news, and we've got the news that Everton are interested in Metz defender from Ligue 1. Fabien Centons. Football Insider have confirmed that we are after a new centre-back because Yerry Mina is supposedly looking to be sold. Again, that's the manager. Judge that how you will. I don't want to, push my influence on you, but judge that how you will. There's another player that's going out the door because of Rafa. Apparently, we're looking at getting this lad for 8 million. I don't know an awful lot about him, so I'm not going to condemn him here on the spot, but I doubt he'll be a Yerry Mina. That's all I'm going to say. Benitez is also targeting Guus Til, the Dutch starlet, according to Team Talk, reporting that Everton are one of 7 Premier League clubs interested in the Spartak Moscow defender, who is currently on loan at Feyenoord. The report claims that Feyenoord don't want to lose him, but Spartak possesses a recall option, which they could use in January. Wolves, West Ham, Southampton, Palace, Brighton, Brentford and Watford are all after him as well as us. So there's a bit of competition there, but I'd say we're one of them. Us, West Ham and maybe Brighton are the more attractive options there for him, but we'll have to wait and see if we can even get that one across the line. And finally, we have some news regarding the Everton job, and Wayne Rooney has commented on his links with the job. He said, "I see the reports, but I've had no communication with Everton. As far as I'm aware, they've got a manager in place, so for me to discuss anything like that, it's not my place to do so. And I've said I'm already committed to this club," meaning Derby. I don't think, that doesn't shock me. I don't think he has had any communication with the club. I think if he did, it'd come by the process of Bill Kenwright, not of Farhad Majiri. Wayne Rooney is one that will split the fan base as well. Would you want him as a manager? Would you not? My personal opinion on it is he's not ready. He's more ready than Duncan Ferguson, but they're both not ready. Simon Jordan on TalkSport, I don't listen to it, but his clip came up on YouTube the other day, or Twitter, and it was him saying that he's a minnower in terms of a manager, and he shouldn't be near a club of this stature. And I do agree with that. We shouldn't be aiming for Wayne Rooney's or Duncan Ferguson's. Unfortunately, there's not much more out there, but it's just too much. It's too little. Benitez should have never got the job in hindsight. I think a lot of us said this. But he has done. If we were to sack him, there are better options than Rooney, and I'd say some better than Rafa that we could try and persuade. But it's not a great plethora of people out there, which is the only thing that I think keeping him on as well. I think if I said it to Alex, I think if I'm thinking the way Farhad Majiri's proven he thinks, if Jose Mourinho was sacked tomorrow, I think he would sack Rafa because he would want Jose. I think Farhad looks at the managers available now and goes, "There's no big Hollywood I want there, so why sack him?" I think that's probably the underlying thinking of it, because the fans don't like him, the results aren't going his way, and the team don't like him. There's only one other reason he's keeping him, and that's because he doesn't know what he wants if you got rid of him. But that is all we've got time for today. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe and comment down below on anything I've discussed today. Do you agree about Wayne Rooney? What do you think about the Digne one, more importantly, because that's a massive one? And most importantly, guys, If you need any of your Everton merchandise for Christmas, link in the description down below. Same with link to the Toffee Blues jumpers and retro score we teamed up with. And most importantly of all, stay safe.